Hi, I'm Bill Mew and I'm at the IBM Partner World Leadership Conference 2013 here in Las Vegas. And I'm joined by Shahbaz Ali from Tarmin, one of the new business partners to the IBM fold. And I'm just going to ask him about some of the key themes here at the conference. First of all, a lot of the speakers have been talking about the new era of computing, specifically around things like social, mobile, and of course big data. And I know that's a key area where you focus. How are your solutions catering to help clients with their needs to address these big issues?
Thank you, Bill. Just a very interesting question. What we have in our software is a value proposition for data that's generated from all those sources that you mentioned. Yeah. One of the key challenges for enterprises, as you might have come across, is BYOD, bring your own device, and also smartphones and mobiles and all the smart applications which are actually producing tons of data. The enterprises need to control the data, so we are actually now looking at in our platform to take that opportunity forward with IBM business partners, how we can actually help capture that information, store that information, understand that information, and also enable discovery of that information in the process over the time, over the days, over the years. And because there are risk management and compliance issues on data retention, as well as issues related to, for example, security and how employees can actually access this information through their smart devices, through their bring your own devices, and also the flexibility of mobile working and remote working that they can achieve.
And obviously, making sense of this data is paramount to these businesses, and that goes beyond the CIO. These days, the clients, the business partners of IBM need to cater for are the CMO, the CXO, the CFO, all these different C-level executives, and we need to be selling business solutions. How are you adding real business functionality that caters for the requirements of these type of client executives?
Right. So one of the key arguments for Tarmin value proposition is reducing storage costs. So that doesn't actually go just with CIOs, it actually goes really well with CFOs and CEOs. If you look at now the amount of data growth which is happening in unstructured data, and when I say unstructured data, we are talking about office data, we're talking about medical images, we're talking about vertical specific trading systems data that basically doesn't rely on Oracle databases or databases in general. It actually is outside of that data that basically is growing really fast. Now the CEOs and CFOs and the legal counsels, they actually know that this problem is actually growing all the time and they need to control it. So our value proposition, with business partners, that we are actually going to the key accounts and strategic accounts as well as mid-market, is that message to the legal counsels, message to the CEOs and CFOs that we can reduce the storage costs by providing a distributed object dedupe technology that Tarmin can run on IBM hardware, System X, and the storage products like StoreWise V7000 and XIV, where we can actually capture and provide this information in a very transparent access manner from smart devices, from all the retention perspective, as well as from the all applications perspective. So users, applications, devices are covered. But from a user's perspective, I'll give you one example. The recent oil and gas customer that we've actually signed up, it was not through IT, it was through the geologists and geophysicists departments who actually had a need to understand oil and gas data, to transparently access the data from smart devices, and also retain the oil and gas data from different oil wells and oil rigs to actually keep that. When they looked at Tarmin, it was a great fit, and combining the IBM product portfolio from STG and System X, it actually became really the only solution available in the industry that competitors can actually provide.
Obviously, a tight integration is important with IBM storage solutions and the Tarmin software, but obviously on top of that, you not only need a tightly integrated functional system, you need the skills to be able to take that and to make a really functioning business application that's going to support the needs of the client. In order to focus business partners on how they can retain the sort of skills needed in this sort of arena, what are you looking at in terms of helping IBM and the business partners develop the skills that are needed at this time with these new technologies and in order to serve these type of clients?
So we are actually launching a special program at the end of the quarter for business partners, which basically includes an automated sales playbook. We are also basically working with IBM sales teams. We are working with IBM business partners to train them on our product. In terms of support, we are actually working with quite a number of system integrators as well as business partners who actually have this capability to work with us and train into the product in the new era. Because all these new products that are coming out, they actually have a fundamental problem of not managing the data from those sources, and in fact that is a big pain. So our product architecture is a relatively modern architecture which addresses these new data growth challenges, and our support strategy is with business partners where we are providing a very hands-on training to sales, support and services, providing them on a high-touch sales support, high-touch technical support in initial days to become more and more involved into the customer-facing exercises that our business partners are involved in right now.
Well, it sounds like you've got a very compelling proposition. We hope you get a lot out of the conference here this week and wish you all the very best of luck.
Thank you very much, Bill. Take care.